Hello, welcome back to my channel. So I'm Ashley Janet. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. So today we're gonna be doing a little Q&A. I have a piece of paper right here that has questions that y'all asked me. I asked everyone on Instagram to ask me questions so that I can answer it here. So today that's what we're gonna do. The reason that I wanted to do this is because it's a new year and I feel like I've been absent for a while, and I also know that a lot of y'all don't really know me that well, so hopefully this can bring us a little bit closer. Before we begin with the questions, let me just tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Ashley. I am 25 years old. I have a small business where I hand letter and hand draw all of my designs, and my goal with my business and basically my life is to spread positivity and kindness wherever I go and hopefully help people along the way. I have a lot of goals with my business and I hope y'all can be a part of the journey. I live in an RV with my boyfriend. We've been living here for around a year and a half already. Another thing about me is that I enjoy going on long walks, basically just being outdoors and exploring new places. I'm also a little weird. Alright, so let's just begin. So the first question is, what inspired you to start your business? So what inspired my business was seeing a lot of negativity happening in the world and wanting to bring light into others. I know that I needed it personally, so I was inspired to hopefully make a change, whether it was small or big. I also have always been into art, and I was about to graduate college and I wanted to explore other options, so I decided to go into that. Ever since I was little, I've always been really fascinated in drawing letters. I remember it was 6th grade and my teacher at the time had given us free time, and he was at our table and he started graffitiing all of our names, and I remember just looking at him drawing the names, super cool, and I was really fascinated by it. And ever since then, on the side of each paper, I would always draw my name in bubble letters or in any other font that I thought of. Even when I was in elementary, you guys know the S, it's like a sign, but I would always draw that S all the time, and that could be seen as lettering, so that started my journey to where I am now. So the next question is, what's it like to live in an RV? And the answer to that is, it's honestly nothing too different than living in a home. The good thing is that it's only two of us. We have everything we need. I have a workstation, we have the kitchen, we have our dining area, we have our living room area, obviously a restroom and a shower, obviously the room. That's one thing that I love about this RV, that the room is separated. That was really important for us because I wanted for there to be separation, just in case, people came over and visited us, they wouldn't feel like they were invading our room. We have all the space that we need. Hopefully I can give you a tour of our RV soon, and y'all can see how we managed to be able to make this home feel like a home. But yeah, let me know if you're interested in seeing a tour and maybe I'll make that happen. So somebody asked, what are your goals for the year and what are you planning to do to achieve them? So one of my biggest goals for this year is to just stay as consistent as I can. I know that I'm already starting bad this year by not posting consistently on YouTube, but I'm hoping that I can change that. But yeah, I just want to stay consistent in all areas of my life, whether it's moving my body, going to the gym or going on walks, staying consistent with my business, posting lettering posts and all the stuff that I need to do, and here on YouTube posting consistently. And one thing that I'm doing right now that's helping me be able to stay accountable is actually I have a calendar of all the things that I want to get done for the month, and it's been really nice just getting it done and highlighting it. And I've also been using my hourly planner, so I'll just write the things that I want to get done for the day and I'll highlight it off as well. So yeah, basically planning ahead is one of the things that is helping me make that come true. So somebody asked me what happened to Lorena, and if you're new here, Lorena was a chicken that I used to have. I'll insert a picture here. She was the cutest chicken ever. I never thought that I would have a chicken, but for some weird fate, she came to our lives at such a random moment. We think that she might have came from a farm nearby and she just ended up here. I really think that it was like a fate that she was supposed to be in our lives, because there's like a lot of other RVs, a lot of other trees, basically a lot of other places that she could have ended up with, and she ended up feeling safe here. She would sleep in the tree that was next to the RV. She would fly on top of the RV and then she would get on the tree and she would go to sleep there. She was very feisty. We knew that she could protect herself, so we never really thought about getting her own cage, you know, that way she could be protected. We also didn't want to like enclose her, but maybe that would have been a good idea. But what happened to her was, honestly, I don't really know. We just came home on Christmas night and she wasn't here in the tree where she usually was, and I was a little concerned about that. There was a rooster and a chicken that ended up coming over here as well, like roaming around. They wouldn't sleep here. They would go back to wherever they were from, and they would hang out with Lorena, and when it was nighttime they would go their separate ways. A few days before she went missing, one of the other chickens, she had gotten attacked by a dog, and some neighbor had told us that he had seen her get attacked by this dog that was loose with no leash. And I remember being like a little concerned about Lorena, but we just knew that like Lorena was different. Like she could protect herself, she could fly really high, so she was not gonna let herself get attacked by a dog. I don't want to think that she got attacked by that dog. I believe that she might have just run off and found another shelter somewhere else. But yeah, like she just went missing, and I miss her so much. I miss her so much. Every time I think of her, I get really sad. I have stickers that I made before she went missing, and I have one on my water bottle, and every time I'm out and about I always see her and I get really sad, and I just miss her, you know. Like I go outside and it's just not the same, you know. I would just go outside and she would like come running up to me. No matter where she is, she'll always have a special place in my heart. I'm never gonna forget her. She was actually our first pet ever, so you know, like you just don't forget your first pet. But yeah, she's no longer with me. I hope she's out there somewhere adventuring. I felt a little iffy about still selling her stickers, but I think it's the right thing to do because she was a big part of my life. From the very beginning, I always thought like if people purchased a sticker, they were able to take her on trips, you know, with her where she wouldn't be able to go to, and now I think that still stands true. Y'all can take her to the adventures that she never got to go to. So yeah. Next question. So somebody asked me what's my favorite phrase in Spanish, and my favorite phrase is con paciencia vienen bendiciones. My boyfriend actually taught me that. It means with patience comes blessings. You know, in life we get so impatient and we want things to happen right away, and I think it's important for us to remember that we need to keep working hard at whatever our goal is, and sooner rather than later it is gonna come into fruition. You have to plant the seed first, water it, take care of it, and eventually it will come into fruition. You know, you can't just plant the seed one day and then the next day the flower's already sprouting. That would be amazing, but that's not reality, unfortunately. So you just have to be patient and trust that good things will come, because they will. As long as you put in the effort and the time, it's gonna come true. So con paciencia vienen bendiciones. It was actually, fun fact, it was actually supposed to be my senior quote on the yearbook, but for some reason they decided to put my other option, which is not what I wanted. I never forget that. They told us that we could put 3 options. They told us to star the one that we wanted the most. So I put a star next to the one that said con paciencia vienen bendiciones, and they ended up going with another one that I chose. So my senior quote is really bad. Don't go looking for it because it's really bad. I mean, it's not that bad. I'll just tell you what it is. I mean, I don't remember it that much, but it goes along the lines with like, don't fall in love with someone or something so much, because you never know if one day they'll leave you. You know, you'll only have yourself at the end of the day. And it sounds really bad, because it makes me sound like, oh, like I don't really love my boyfriend, or I don't really love, you know, my family or something. But that's not what I was really trying to say. It was just like, you have to put yourself first. And this was inspired by my coach back in the day. He had lost his dog, and he just was giving us advice that like you shouldn't attach yourself too much to something, because eventually we're all gonna go to a better place. But yeah, I don't like my senior quote, so pretend it doesn't say that, and pretend it says con paciencia vienen bendiciones. Please. So somebody asked me, how did you learn how to edit your videos on YouTube? And the answer to that is, I actually took a class in high school my freshman year. It was called video production, and it basically taught me how to use Final Cut Pro. We had different assignments that we had to fulfill, and we also got some free time where we just got to play around with the settings. I was able to learn through that. Apart from that, obviously the teacher taught us tips and tricks. Shout out Mr. Gregory. So somebody asked me how to start a website on Squarespace and Shopify. I would just say trial and error, explore like all the buttons, all the options they have, you know, play around with things, and eventually you'll be able to work together some magic. I also know that there's a lot of YouTube videos out there that can help you step by step, and it's all down to what your aesthetic is. You know, look at other different websites, and you can get inspired from their websites and see what you like and what you don't like. You know, obviously don't copy, but you can still, you know, learn from their mistakes and from the good stuff. Hopefully that helped. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and comment down below if you have any more questions, and I'll try my best to answer them. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm gonna be posting on Mondays consistently, hopefully this year. I know this video was a little bit on the chill side, but I promise you that not all videos will be as chill as this one, so enjoy this chillness while it lasts. Alright, well, see you next time.